Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're listening to this. Teacher Ziad here with English for grade 3. The lesson that I'm about to do for you today is about adverbs. And you might want to ask yourself what adverbs are. You might have heard of it before. I'm sure you've heard of it before since we've done it quite a bit in class. But an adverb, in a nutshell, basically is a part of speech. And what are parts of speech? Those are your nouns, your adjectives, your adverbs, your verbs, your interjections, conjunctions, and all of those other things and beautiful, beautiful parts of speech that we've done in class. Also, you might recall listening to or remembering us reciting the parts of speech poem as well, but that's a discussion for another time. So how this lesson is going to play out is going to show you a little video, not the entire one, just a part of the video that explains what adverbs are, why why we need adverbs, what type of different adverbs there are and why we use them. And then also I'm going to take you through a little power presentation with some examples that will help you understand them a bit better. So I'm going to share my screen with you real now, and you'll be able to see the video. It's about 4 minutes long, but like I said, not the entire video, just the first part. Here we go. Just pay attention to the screen. Make sure your sound is turned on and watch closely. I'm going to stop the video there and stop the share with this screen because I'm only taking you through 3 things as to why we use adverbs and 3 different types of adverbs. So I'm about to share my screen with you again to take you through the little PowerPoint that I've created about adverbs. So let me just start the presentation. Okay, there we go. And I will have a look now. So adverbs, grade 3 American diploma. So what are adverbs? You've watched the video. It says an adverb is a part of speech used to describe a verb or an adjective or anything like that. But for the purpose of this session or this lesson, sorry, it's basically just describing verbs. So an adverbs tell you the following things. It tells you when something takes place, which we call an adverb of time. It also tells you how something takes place, which is called an adverb of manner. And then lastly, for today's lesson, we'll also tell you about adverbs of place, which is where something takes place. Right? So remember that a verb is an action word. It tells you about something happening, right? So our most common adverbs that you'll see very much or very often in terms of adverbs of time, which is when something takes place, you'll see the words now, then, and always on your screen, and then also the words sometimes, never, and tomorrow. Let's take a look at some examples. So, I am always happy. So, I'm the subject of the sentence. I'm happy. That is, it's me being something, doing something. So that's an action. And as you guessed it, always would be our adverb of when. When am I happy? I'm always happy, right? Let's take a look at a simpler example. The dog is running now. This is a bit more straightforward, whereby you can easily identify the verb in the sentence as running, because you know running is an action. And this one is pretty simple to identify, whereby you see the word now at the end of the sentence. Remember that an adverb of time, or the word that describes when the action is taking place, will always be hovering somewhere around the actual verb, either in front of or before, but it might be a few words in front of or before, but you'll easily be able to identify it. And yep, you guessed it, the adverb of when in this instance is now. When was the dog running? He's running now. I've got another one for you. I will play tomorrow. Obviously, play is an action because we love doing that every day. And then tomorrow tells us about when the playing will be taking place. So that is our adverbs of when, adverbs of time. Let's move on to adverbs of where. So a place, adverb of place. Where do things take place? It can take place inside, outside, here, there. I've got here twice. Apologies for that. And then also up and down. Some of the examples that we're looking at is let's play outside. Play is my action. Where am I going to play? Yep, you guessed it again. It's outside. So our next example is come here. The person actually has to come, so you can't easily identify the verb, but this makes you think a bit. Is there a verb in the sentence? But this is a command that you're telling someone and they actually have to come to you, which is an action. So where they're coming, they need to come to you, which is here. So that is our adverb of place. And in the very last one is look up to the sky. Look being our verb because it is, I'm doing something, I'm looking. And then where do you have to look? Up. You can't look down because I mean the sky is not down, it's up. So look up, that is our adverb of where. And then finally, our adverbs of how, which is called our adverbs of manner. Notice, like just in the videos that, just like in the video said, that your adverbs of how or your adverbs of manner will always end in the letters ly. So quickly, peacefully, or loudly. So we can easily slot this into the sentence and see how this describes our verb, tells us how the verb is actually taking place. So in our first example, the baby is sleeping peacefully. The verb, pretty simple to identify, is sleeping because it's an action even though you're really not doing much other than lying down with your eyes closed, but it is an action. And we found the word here easily identifiable, peacefully. That is our adverb telling us how the person or the baby is actually sleeping. So I've just highlight that for you. The next example, the music was played loudly. Played being a verb, and then obviously loudly, a word ending in ly, which tells us it is an adverb of manner, how the verb is taking place. And let's highlight that for you as well. And then lastly, we ran to the classroom quickly. If you guys remember, when we walk from the break room back to the classroom, we hurry back because we can't wait to do the next subject that we've got, the next session, either it's English or Arabic or anything else. We ran to the classroom quickly because we're so excited to get to class. So ran being our verb. Notice that here ran is at the beginning of the sentence and our adverb is at the end of the sentence. But it's easily identifiable that these two are linked because we are looking for the action and then what word describes the action, how we actually ran. So let's highlight that for you as well. and that is weird and quickly. I hope that you enjoyed this session with adverbs. Let me just close this up for you. In today's lesson as well, you might want to have a look at page 342 in your Readers and Writers Notebook. I can just show you that. This one has a bit of answers in it, but this is the one you're going to look at. See if you're able to answer the questions on your own, and then we'll take it from there. But I'll see you next time with the next lesson. Thanks so much for tuning in.